What's up, budget buddies? It's Kim. Welcome to Debt to None. I just feel like nothing is working. Think you know what you're doing, map it all out, and boom. Sorry, Charlie, not gonna happen. I hope your month is going well. I hope April is being good to you. If I'm being completely honest, April is being a little defiant. In this video, I'm just going to quickly run through the wrap up for March's budget. I'm just going to compare what I thought I was going to spend or what I had planned to spend in each category and what I actually spent. And then I'm going to fill you in on my life, what's going on in April. I have a couple of goals, again, of course, as usual. I'm thinking about opening up another savings account, another high yield savings account that will give me a higher APY, just to make a little bit more interest on my money. So I'm going to show you a few accounts that have good reviews and that I'm contemplating, and then I'll talk about the one that I'm probably going to get in case you guys are interested in a high yield savings. Maybe you'll learn something there. And then I'm just going to fill you in on other things that have popped up in my world, what's working, what's not working, what's really going on. March was actually a really great month. I felt like I accomplished a lot. Let's see the numbers and how it all worked out for me. Okay, so in the grocery category, I had budgeted to spend $50. I ended up spending $38.55. That's excellent. In household, I budgeted $46. I ended up spending $46.84. I feel like that's me sticking to my budget. Insurance, of course, $1,067. I knew I was paying that for homeowners. That's what went out. My internet, $112. That's what I paid. Miscellaneous and kindness category, I gave myself $40. I ended up spending $66.63. That was, hanging out with my friends. I wanted to treat them to some drinks. So a little over there. My mortgage, $782 is what I wrote down, but my mortgage was $781.02. So that's what went out. Personal care, I budgeted $50. I spent $81.47. There was a little bit more going on in, focus on myself in March. So yay. Phone services, 99 cents. Of course, that's what went out for my iCloud storage. Subscriptions, that's Hulu, $7.99. That's what went out. Transportation and tolls, this was a mistake. When I was going through the budget, I said $70. That's not ever what I am budgeting. It's supposed to be $50. So $32.25 is what went out. Spent a little bit less there. Utilities, I budgeted $215, which is, I want to say, pretty accurate, typically. Now, what went out was $293.24. The reason why it was so much more, I don't believe I included the sewer with these utilities. I think it's like every 3 months that bill comes in. So that's why it's a little bit low. And my ComEd bill came through twice. So I paid it at the beginning of March, and then I paid it again at the end of March. You know how sometimes that happens? I don't know if that happens to y'all, but yeah. So I paid 2 months in the same month. So that's why it was $293.24. I don't consider that bad at all, because if I deducted the ComEd bill, it was like 80 something. So that's right on budget. Plus it includes the sewer bill that in that $293. So it's even, I came under budget technically for utilities. Car fuel and maintenance, I said that was going to be me reimbursing my husband. I just didn't do it. I totally bypassed that this month, so that's $0. And then eating out, I budgeted $40. I spent $44.80. Okay, that's pretty close, right? Medical and wellness, I budgeted $25. I spent $95.04, and I know that includes like, does that include the house shoes that I got? I don't remember if I put that under medical and wellness. I don't think so, but I know the orthopedic pillow that I got. I can't remember what I all included in here. Oh, babe, I'm in the middle of recording.
Okay, I just want to let you know next Friday I need you to come with me at 5:30.
Okay, babe. Okay. I'll talk to you when you get home. Okay, bye. I can't remember what I all included in medical and wellness in March, but I had some purchases that I needed. So, yeah, $95.04 was what I actually spent. In total, I plan to spend for the month, I budgeted $2,656.98 for all of my expenses, not including debt. I spent $2,667.82. That's really close. I feel like I did good. Not great, because great for me is coming in under budget. But I felt like I did good for the month of March with my expenses, and I'm giving myself a pass because I spent more money on myself in that self-care category, basically, that gets overlooked a lot by me, and that's not great. A lot of us have talked about it, I know I've talked about it like in different budgeters channels and stuff, commenting, talking about self-care. I feel like a lot of us kind of neglect that area. Some of us are really great. I'm not so much. A lot of us just aren't good in that area. And I think partially because of the budget, trying to save money and things like that. And then the other part, some of us just tend to do that. Like tend to think about self a little less. And because we're thinking about others more so and focusing on doing for them and not as much for ourselves. And though, yes, we love people, we love taking care of them and things like that, but we have to take care of ourselves, because then where are we going to be if we don't take care of ourselves? How can we take care of anyone else? So, yeah, that's important. I'm going to try to regularly, I just need to do better, And then lastly, debt, I budgeted $425. I thought I was going to have, a tight month and I was going to focus on savings. That was my initial plan. It is a great idea to bulk up the savings, but you guys heard already, if you've been here before, something came through me and I'm like, no, let's get rid of this loan that's charging me interest. We are done. We're almost done. That $425 ended up being $4,444.32. All of that went to debt. That was quite a month. I would like to call March the mighty month. Mighty month of March. March the mighty month. Whatever. It was a big deal month for me. I rocked it on debt. So that's amazing. If you add those two together, that's over $6,000. If you know that I had about $6,000 in my rollover, my savings, and it's gone. So that's hard, but at the same time, I'm proud of myself. I had an amazing month in March. That was then. So, we celebrate, we're happy, we're done, because April is treating me a little bit differently. Yeah. Things they're just not going quite right. So real quick, let me just really fill you in. Something that kind of hurt me a little bit. I wish I did more research before I opened this account, but when I opened that Roth IRA, I didn't completely research thoroughly about the eligibility requirements as far as being eligible to contribute to a Roth IRA. And I found out after I opened it and doing a little bit more research that I don't qualify to contribute to it at this moment. I'm not going to get into the details, but I don't. So it has nothing in it. It will remain empty. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up closing it if possible. I mean, yes, it's possible. Either I don't know if I'm going to close it, but I'm going to leave it empty for the time being until my status changes where I do qualify to make contributions to a Roth. But I'm not going to go into detail, but plenty of you will know what I'm saying. I'm going to end up opening up a traditional and contribute to that for a period of time and then, switch over. So that will be down the road, but I'm going to end up, I'm not going to use this one. I want to make sure everything is on the up and up and I'm not going to get penalized for doing anything wrong. So yeah, that's the update on that. That was actually frustrating for me and I was sad. I was so sad. Moving on. Okay, so that's an update. Next update. Okay, so yeah, with my homeowner's insurance premium, I still have not been refunded that money that was double paid. So I'm still waiting on that. That's super frustrating for me because I really need that money to give back to my lender because I am now handling my homeowner's insurance. It's been removed from escrow. I got the letter, but my mortgage has gone up. And that part of my reason for doing it was that to kind of avoid that whole crazy hike that happens so often because of the homeowner's insurance going up and down. But now, because my lender has paid 2 different homeowners insurance premiums, that one that ended up getting canceled, they paid that. And then they turned around and paid the one I already paid. My escrow is so short. My taxes are due next month. They raised my mortgage. Angry. There's the word. I was fuming when I read this letter because I was like, what are you talking about? You just said you've waived your responsibility as far as paying my homeowner's insurance, and then you're turning around and saying I have escrow obligations. Yeah, my taxes are due, and I need that money back in there. So I went ahead and paid and sent the refund from the canceled policy that I did get that, but that was only a few $100s. I'm still waiting for the $1,067, and of course, dealing with these businesses, everything takes forever. Frustration, I tell you. So there's the update. My mortgage is back above $800. I'm irritated. I'm super annoyed. But I'm not going to focus on it. I'm moving forward. And I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I just, everything I try, I feel like, here you go. Here's a nice little slap. Moving on. Let's talk about something else. Okay, high yield savings. I love high yield savings accounts. I think they're a great idea. I mean, why not just make a little money? And then obviously the more money you're able to put in there, the more money you're going to make. It's not like investing, but before you get to that point, or for your emergency fund, because you want like that easy access, it's great to park your money in high yield savings. So now I'm doing a little research. Which one do I want? So my regular checking account with my credit union earns 4% if I meet the criteria each month. So it's one of those. I do always meet the criteria for the 4%, like right at the end of the month. I want to say like probably five, 3 to 5 days left in a month. I'll hit that mark where I meet the criteria. And then, as long as before the end of the month you meet the requirements to get that 4%, they'll go ahead and give it to you. And that's fine. So I don't mind that. But when I was doing research, I saw that other accounts are offering a little bit more. So I've got my credit union at 4%. Okay, so here's 6 accounts that have some pretty good reviews and then their interest rates with them. A lot of you have SoFi. I, hear good things about them. Very popular. They offer the same as my credit union. So I'm not really looking at them, but though there's some really good things about them. So we'll see. Maybe I might switch over just because I like what they have to offer. We will see. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for more higher interest to earn on my money. Marcus, Goldman Sachs, I already have a savings account with them, so we're going to skip them. And then CIT Bank is, let me see, it's an affiliate of First Citizens Bank, I believe. They're offering 4.75%, which sounds fabulous. Totally piqued my interest, but you have to have a minimum of $5,000 in your account to earn that. If you have under $5,000, you will earn 0.25%, which is horrible. So there's a big con right there. Because at this point I don't have $5,000 to open it with, I can't do that. I could always wait until I have $5,000 in savings and then go ahead. I mean, that's an option. CIT Bank is a division of First Citizens Bank. And then, so they're on the list. And then I also have Citizens online savings account. So they're offering 4.25%. Their requirements aren't as strict as CIT, which is good. They're not. You don't need like a minimum balance. And all of the banks are FDIC insured. I don't know who would dare bank with anyone that's not. That's just asking for trouble. So that's a possibility. That's only 0.25% more, but it's still more. So yay. I'm skipping American Express because that's just 3.75. And then Bread Savings, which I was like, ew, I don't like the name. But their reviews were pretty decent. And let me see there was like pros and cons, right? Which I actually found this interesting. Okay, the pros, when I looked it up. Oh, let me go back. Bread Savings. That sounds so funny. I'm sorry, just saying it. Bread. I bank with bread. Bread Savings, high yield. That's the name of it. Bread Savings, high yield savings account. So weird. I don't like your name. But anywho, it's not about the name. The pros are that they do have the competitive interest rates. Not only their savings account, but also their CDs, which I like CDs for particular reasons. There's no fees or anything like that, monthly fees, which is great. And then the cons are that they don't offer the checking account or money market products. And then there's like no branches for ATMs or anything like that. That doesn't bother me because like I said, I have a savings account with Marcus, Goldman Sachs. it's strictly online. There's no cards or anything like that. I only opened it specifically to park money, and I do everything online anyway. So transferring out of the Goldman Sachs into my main checking is super easy. So I'm fine with that. So that wasn't a con for me with bread savings. So yeah, they offer 4.5%. I like it. I'm going to do a little bit more research, and possibly I'm going to go with them unless I decide to wait to save up that $5,000, which probably won't be till the summertime. But yeah. So that's what I found in my research. Looking for another high yield savings account. Yeah. Just trying to make a little more money on the money that has to sit. I want my emergency fund sitting in high yield savings as high as possible. I know some people, I am tempted as well. Not tempted. I'm going to just say this is probably what I'm going to do. Once I get, $20,000 is the amount that I will be working towards for my fully funded emergency fund, which is like I'm starting all over again. So sad. So sad. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay because we're so close to being out of debt. So great. I'm thinking about leaving half of that in the high yield savings, like $10,000 in the high yield savings, and then putting the other $10,000 in an even higher yield percentage CD, but short term, which I found in my research, it's only the short terms that offer the really high, the over 5% interest, and it's because they are literally waiting for the interest rates to drop. They're not, so you're talking 6 months CD, 12 months CD at the longest, but they offer the highest interest rates. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. I probably will be doing that just to get as much as possible right now, but as long as I have the $10,000, which is not now, but soon I'll have $10,000. As long as I have that in the super easy access sitting, right there in checking, I can get to it whenever I want should an emergency take place. Great. And then the other 10 will be collecting more interest. That's my plan for that. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you guys know of any other high yield savings accounts that you are enjoying, let me know. Let me know for what reason. What are the pros that you found with those accounts? And yeah, as long as it's over 4%, because that's where I'm at right now, regularly with my checking account, yeah, I'm interested. We can talk about it. I think that's it. Hopefully this video isn't too long. Thank you for checking in. I apologize because I feel like I know I'm not sticking on to my schedule. This week actually was a super busy week, a special week for me and my family. So I had a lot to do. And yeah, I wasn't able to crank the videos out like I want, but next week I plan to be back to my regularly scheduled programming. Please. Thanks for sticking with me and always coming back. You guys just don't know. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this journey. We're in this together. I know most of you are paying off some sort of debt. Some of you are just trying to budget better. Either way, I'm trying to, be better with my budget while I'm paying off debt. Soon it'll be no more as far as that, credit card and loan stuff. Can't wait for that day. But in the meantime, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But we're doing this together and I love it. Thank you so much for cheering me on and rooting for me. I'm rooting for you too. Let's talk about how your month has been going, your goals, high yield savings, whatever you want. Let's talk budgets in the comments. Go ahead and drop me one if you feel like it. If you're not subscribed, I wish you would. It's free, no charge to you. It does help me out. I mean, if you want to help, I appreciate it. I really do. Well, with that, I really hope that I see you next time.